Left the Thousand Islands campground this morning on the way to Littleton, Vermont, and I didn't check my GPS directions carefully. I was planning to go around the north side of Lake Champlain, but GPS took me to the ferry across Lake Champlain, but it was only $18, so it's a good day for a ferry ride. I drove to Littleton, New Hampshire from the Thousand Islands area in New York, where I stayed the last few days, and it was a surprise to me what a cute little town it is. A couple of breweries, a covered bridge, and nice little river running through the middle of it. I'm staying at the Elks Lodge in town for a couple of nights just to take a break from driving. But this has been a nice surprise, a nice little place to stop. I spent a couple of nights at the Elks Lodge in Littleton and really enjoyed that town. And I came here expecting to spend the night here. It had been reported as a safe overnight parking location. I get here, and the first thing I see is a no camping overnight parking sign. I went on into town and spent the night at the Walmart, and that worked out pretty good. But it's a beautiful view here out across the bay. I'm heading on into Canada. Canada's my next stop. Got into Canada no problem and stopped at the bank, got some money. While I was parked there, I thought I'd get out here and kind of walk out to look at the water and the little lighthouse here. Try to figure out where am I going next. I've got all day to go 100 miles to where I'm planning to stop for the night. Plan is to stop and do a little sightseeing along the way. That's the bridge across to Canada right there. So this is the U.S.-Canadian border right down the middle of the waterway here. Cute little pretend lighthouse there. A little boat dock here where there's some people fishing down there. First stop is St. Andrews, a bustling little town. We got a nice wharf going out here into the water. Let's walk out here and see what we can see. First thing to do is research the tides and figure out what time of day the tides are going to be high and low, so I can plan to be out here and get pictures of the tides, and if I can find a place where I can stay for 6 hours, do a time lapse of the tides coming in. But that'll probably be a little later toward Bay of Fundy. Went to St. Andrews Brewery, had a good time talking to people in there, and had a beer, went across to a little restaurant. Don't even know the name of it. Had a lobster roll and a beer there. Forgot to take pictures of all of that. I'm just not a good YouTuber. I forget to take pictures of my food and talk about where I go. I thought that was the lighthouse, but apparently this is the lighthouse. Had been worried there for a minute. Walked out to the end of a couple streets on the way down, and I looked up this way. I couldn't see a thing, and I saw the little metal structure out there at the very tip, and I thought, that can't be the lighthouse. And I had to walk all the way down here and past this house here before I could see the lighthouse and know that I was on the right path, that there was actually a lighthouse here. Nice little spot to sit on top of the knoll here, overlooking the Bay of Fundy. I'll be traveling the Bay of Fundy today, stopping to see the sights. Found a nice little covered bridge in Bay of Fundy National Park near Alma, New Brunswick, Canada. This is low tide, about 3 p.m. High tide will be 8:30 in the morning, so I'll have to come back in the morning to see high tide. This is Hopewell Rock at low tide, where the people are standing down there. In 6 hours, they'll be under 12 feet of water or more. It's low tide right now. It's around 3 o'clock. High tide will be in the morning around 8:30 or 9, so I'll have to be back here in the morning around 8:30 or 9 to see high tide. Well, we're almost to the ocean floor, so I might as well go the rest of the way. So the guide up top said that the archway would be completely submerged when high tide comes in. You want to tell me your name?
My name is Mark.
Mark?
Mark, yeah.
Mark.
I'm the shuttle driver, man. Howdy ho.
Yeah, well, I'm lazy this morning. I wanted to ride
lazy?
down. Yeah. I wanted to ride down there and get the photo, get high tide photo, and get out of here.
Well, you're in a good time because it just goes the stairs down.
Yeah.
You should be good and high.
Yeah. I was here yesterday at 3 for low tide. So,
Come back to the high tide.
yeah, I walked all these trails and did everything yesterday in that very hot, sweaty weather.
Yeah, it was, it was hot yesterday. It'll be hot today too, though.
Yeah, well, that's why
You'll be on the road.
Yeah, I'll be on the road with the AC running. I'll find me something cool to do.
Yeah. Take all your clothes off, go swimming in a nice cold lake. Huh?
There you go. As you can see, when I was here yesterday, the water was way out, and now it's come in and come up, covering up the arches in the rocks. They said this was the second lowest tide, or maybe the lowest tide. Maybe yesterday was the second lowest tide that they've had. We can see right here, I'll show you, where the tide has been all the way up to the edges of the rocks there. You can see the watermarks where different levels of tide have left little lines. So in normal conditions, the water is supposed to come all the way up to cover the arches. So that means the waves would be lapping right at my feet here almost. So I got clarification. Yesterday was the lowest high tide and the highest low tide. And depending on the phase of the moon, when you get a higher high tide, you also get a lower low tide. You can see people were walking on the beach down there yesterday, and today the kayakers are paddling up to go through the rocks. These places seem to find me, not that I find them. I happened to spend the night last night right next door in the city parking lot, so I had to come up and check it out today. So I spent the night right down there in that parking lot next to the jet plane, where you might be able to see the dark car in the distance. Had a quiet night there. Nobody bothered me. Well, that plan was spoiled. They're only open on Saturday and Sunday. But I can walk around out here and get some pictures of the cars outside. And maybe I'll be coming back this way and can stop in again. Because I'm still headed northbound right now towards PEI and Nova Scotia. Well, this is the actual museum part here, which I guess is not open. They've got some rolling stock out here. Made it to Moncton, to the Tidal, which appears to be a park. I'm going to walk down here and check it out. But this is listed as one of the things to see in Moncton. And then I'm going to head on down the road after that. It's just a town, busy, traffic, lots of paid parking. So there's a river trail here to walk, hike along the river, and a little place here to sit and watch the sunset, I guess. That was a good place to stop and have some lunch, but I think it's time to go find something else to do, somewhere else to go and have fun. While in the Thousand Islands area of upstate New York, my friends wanted to take a day trip over to Kingston, Canada. They decided to do the hop-on, hop-off bus, which is not something I ordinarily do, so I put this at the end of the video for those who may want to watch it. We're taking a hop-on, hop-off bus around town today to see Kingston. They said this ship was of the Titanic class. I thought the Titanic was bigger than this. Obviously, there's not very many lifeboats on it. It's only got one stack on it, and I think the Titanic had like 4 stacks on it, so this can't possibly be anywhere in the same class of ship as a Titanic. That's all for this trip.